Hello everyone, this is Tulsiram from Codon. In today's video, I'll show you how I make my Windows 10 look like Mac OS Big Sur. So let's get started. Before we begin the installation process, we need to make a system restore point. So just search system restore point and click enter. Now as you can see, there is already a system restore point enabled, but I'll show you one more time. Just click on the drive where your Windows is installed, then go to configure, then turn on system protection and select the amount of space. I have selected 6.97. You can select any one you want. Click on apply, click OK. Now after that, go to create, then type anything you want. I'll type Windows restore, or I'll just type Windows old. Click on create. It will take some time to start creating the system restoration point. What it does is, something goes wrong, you can directly root your Windows back to its initial state before installing. So what it does, it creates a system restore. So now the restore point is completed. Click close and click OK. So now after creating a system restore point, now it's time to download all the softwares that are needed for this process. I have created this article where I have explained in detail all the steps that you need to follow. But here are the download links. But if you don't want to download each of the software one by one, just click on the GitHub link. So this is my GitHub page where I have collected all the softwares needed, and you can download all of them just by a single click. Just click on code, click on GitHub CLI, click on download zip. As soon as you click on download zip, it will start downloading the zip file. Now after extracting that particular zip file, you will find these are the files that are inside the zip. I have numbered all the files from 1 to all the way till 12, so that you need to follow this step one by one without missing out any one of them. Now let's start installing all the softwares.
So here's everything I have. So I'm starting the installation with Ultra UX Theme Patcher. Right click, run as administrator. Click next, accept, next again, I agree, and I'm gonna click install. You'll also notice that the program itself sets up a restore point for you. Anyhow, I'm gonna click next, next again, and reboot now. So the computer has rebooted. I'm going back to downloads. Next up, I'm starting with this, the Big Sur 2 folder. I'm gonna extract it. I can delete the archive and open up the folder. So let's go ahead and open up the themes folder, and I'm gonna find thin taskbar. We're going to copy all of this and put it into themes folder. Actually, it's right here. See Windows Resources Themes, and you want to paste it right here. And continue. And there we go. We can now double click on Big Sur today. Wait a little bit, and as you can see, the theme changes. You're gonna notice that the buttons have changed and that your windows are actually rounded. You can also open up the taskbar settings and click use small taskbar buttons, and here's how it looks like. Obviously, you can unlock the taskbar and drag it to the top. Let's go back and let's keep moving on. Next, let's install cursors. Here are the cursors. You're gonna find install.inf. Right click, install. Click yes. Next, open up start and look for cursor. You can click any of the buttons that's gonna open up the mouse pointer menu. Go to additional mouse settings, additional mouse options until you see this window. Go to pointers, schemes, and find Big Sur and hit OK. And click yes. As you can see, the cursor is now changed. Next, let's install icons. Here it is. I'm going to unzip it. I can delete the archive and open up the folder. Rename this to exe. Yes. I'm gonna double click on it. Click yes. I agree, and here's the program. So now I can go back, and since I'm using the light mode, I can remove the .remove and change this. Next, I'm just gonna copy this path really quickly because I'm gonna go back to the 7 theme source patcher, add a custom pack, and I can quickly paste the path that I just copied so it takes me to this file and I can click open. One moment please, you're gonna see that Big Sur shows up. I'm gonna click start patching. Yes. Now all we have to do is wait for this bar to finish up. It's asking me to reboot, so I'm gonna click yes. Once your computer powers up again, this is the message you get. Hit OK. You're also going to notice that your computer's icons have now changed. Even if you go to any other folders, you're also going to notice that a bunch of icons have changed as well. So let's go back to our main downloads folder, and this time we're going to unpackage the Nexus. Delete the archive, open up the folder, and run the setup. As soon as the program finishes installing, I'm just going to click finish, and the program should start up. Also, you're going to notice that the icon will show up on your desktop. Let's go back to Big Sur Docs. And since I am using Big Sur Lite, I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to copy indicators as well. I'm going to go to Documents, WinStep, and Nexus. And I'm going to right-click Paste. And I'm going to replace the files in destination. You're going to notice that Big Sur Lite shows up. I'm just going to drag it into the backgrounds. And that is about it. Now, there is a screenshot of settings that you need to apply in order to get the best look. So I'm going to right click, go to Preferences, and then I'm going to click Themes tab, and I'm going to look for Big Sur Lite because that's the theme that I installed. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click Apply. As you can see, the theme changes. Then I'll go to Appearance, and I'll simply copy these dock settings from the screenshot. And there is also icon spacing settings, which I'll also copy over. Of course, if you think you want to use different settings, you can do that. Anyways, I'll click OK and apply and OK again. And that's about it as far as the dock goes. Actually, there's one more thing that I of course forgot to do, which is the signature Mac look, which is moving the dock at the bottom, just like that. A couple of things you can change is the position. You can actually change the offset if you want to, which simply means if the dock is going to be away from the bottom of your screen or not. So here's how that looks like. I like to keep it around 10, so that's how it is. Under Appearances, you can change the size of the icons. You can actually make them bigger or smaller if you want to. You can also change the dock transparency if you want to have it more transparent. There might be some of you who like the way this looks like. So once you hover over the icons, they actually get a little bigger. You can do that by changing the effect to magnify, and here are the effect settings that I have set up. But since this is Big Sur, I'm gonna keep it like this. Also, launch effect can be changed. Anyhow, let us add a couple of programs, icons, and more stuff. So how do you do that? First, I'm gonna extract the icons I have downloaded. Delete the archive and open up the icons folder. Now, it's very simple. All you have to do is simply drag any icon, any program to the dock and let go, and it's gonna get added. To change the icon of that added program, simply drag any icon file over any program in the dock, and you're gonna notice how it changes instantly. After you add the desired programs and change the icons, you can actually do a couple of more things. You can right click, insert new dock item, and then add a separator. And you can actually reposition that separator. So after you're done and satisfied with the dock, we can keep moving on. Next, let's change this wallpaper. Let's right click and set as desktop background. And now it's starting to look a little better. You know what? Let's also change this start button. Right click, run as administrator, and install for me. Configure, start is back now. Scroll over here, click plus. Go to Big Sur, start orbs, and apply any orb you like. Since I am using light version, I'll apply the light ones. Open, select them, and apply. You're gonna notice that the start orb has changed. Also, you can use this opportunity to change the way your start looks like. I'll keep it as it is for now. Next up, let's install Rainmeter. Okay. Click Finish. Right click, unload all of the skins. Next, let's look for this particular file and extract it. We can obviously delete the archive and open up the folder. Double click Big Sur and hit install. Now you can choose whatever mode you are using. I'm gonna choose the light mode since that's what I'm using here. And I'm gonna click apply theme, and you can also select the layout. I'll choose the classic layout. And look at that, this also changes our wallpaper. So by the way, if you don't like this wallpaper, you can go back and change it. But for this video, let's keep it like this for now. Couple of more things we can do is we can clean up our desktop, right-clicking View and unchecking Show Desktop Icons. Next up, let's go to Old New Explorer and unzip it. Obviously, delete the archive, open up the folder, and double-click this file. Next, you can just click this button, uncheck Show Status Bar, and click Install. And one more thing! Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna extract this archive, delete the archive itself, open up the folder, and open a folder again. Next, open up this Please Read Me document, scroll down, and there is a link inside that you will need to copy. Paste it into your browser. Once the page opens, scroll down and look for Samirise that fits your desktop resolution. I'll give you an example. I use 1920 by 1080 resolution, so I'm gonna download Samirise 1920. So I'm gonna right click on it and click the second option, and then hit save. Now we can go back to our main folder. We can delete this folder, we don't need it anymore. First, I'm gonna extract the Samirise program that I downloaded, delete the archive, open up the folder, and right click this file, go to Properties, Compatibility, run this program in compatibility mode, Windows XP Service Pack 2. And double click it. Hit OK. Next. Agree. Next. Now for those of you who use 64-bit version of the operating system, remove this and leave it like this. Click Next. And install. After the installation is complete, you will have to reboot your operating system, so click Finish. Once the computer has rebooted, go ahead and extract the Samirise for your particular resolution that you downloaded. Delete the archive and rename the folder. We just want it named Samirise. Right click and copy it. Go to your local disk C program files. You're gonna see Samirise. Delete it. Then right click and paste the new Samirise folder to confirm, continue, and there you go. After it has been pasted, open up the folder, find Client, right click, and run it as an administrator. Yes. You're gonna see Samirise opens up in the tray area. Here is the S icon. Right click on it, select config file, and make sure Finder is selected. Then you want to automatically hide your taskbar in desktop mode. You can move it to the left, right, or bottom of your screen if you don't want it to be at the top, but here is the Finder bar. I can actually click, go about this Mac, and as you can see, it's right there. On one of my previous videos, a lot of you guys gave me a bunch of comments about buttons being on the right side. They should be on the left side. Naturally, that's how Macs look like. Let's change that as well. You're gonna need a program that's called LeftSider. Just Google and you'll find it very fast. Double click that folder, and there is leftsider.exe. Right click, run as administrator. As you can see, the buttons instantly move to the left side. And there we go. That's the perfect Mac OS Big Sur look for Windows 10.
So if you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, stay home and stay safe.